Everything that we do is untraceable. If you gangster, that nigga's erasable. If we listening to too much Beyonce, she really thinks she a replacement. She talks this and that shit is symmetrical. I put a ring on my niggas, no marriage. Just know so like we winning every year Super Bowl. You can go to an end with epic. And that shit, my investments is ethical. They all first bring a walk like it's medical. Said he put up with once it was regimental. This was draw from the bank, it was regional. I might rap on my wrist for the seasonal. In my safety, they everything that we do is untraceable. If you gangster, that nigga's erasable. If we listening to too much Beyonce, she really thinks she a replacement. She talks this and that shit is symmetrical. I put a ring on my niggas, no marriage. Just know so like we winning every year Super Bowl. You can go to an end with epic. And that shit, my investments is ethical. They all first bring the walk like it's medical. Said he put up with once it was regimental. This was draw from the bank, it was regional. I might rap on my wrist for the seasonal. In my safety, they
What is up, Shy? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Hey, 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 hey. Get jiggy. 1-2 step in the box. 1-2 step. I got a 15 stream. Tight shit. Round of applause for my boy. Right time. One time. Hey, hey, hey.
too much Beyonce. She really thinks she a replacement. She talks this and that shit is symmetrical. I put a ring on my niggas, no marriage. Just know so like we winning every year Super Bowl. Good aim! And that shit, my investments is ethical. They all first bring a walk like it's medical.
How you doing, Chai? How y'all doing? And it's lagging again.
I might rap on my wrist for the seasonal. In my safety, they
DJ get no bitches, that's a fact. All the bitches he gets, all they fat.
They fat.
Your hairline back. You get no cash.
Ain't no way.
Broke nigga. All they fat.
They fat.
Your hairline back. You get no.
I think we good now. Yeah, we back. Absolutely cinema. We back. All right, let's get this over with because this shit has been acting up the whole week. I might need to get a new PC at some point or some shit like that because this shit is just acting the fuck up. But yeah, chat, we're going to be, hold on. I'm letting my hair grow, so I'm just combing it. Oh, whoa. So yeah, chat, today we're gonna be reacting to...
It's not lagging, bitch ass, lame ass, broke ass, nah.
Damn, bro, my fault. My fault. Damn. My fault. Anyways, we're gonna be reacting to a video. After we react to that, we're gonna be reacting to the new update of Clash Royale. You see my face? Because I've already played a couple of games offline and I already faced a level 16 Mega Knight, a level 16 Hog Rider, and a level 16 Valkyrie in the same deck. I haven't won a single game since the update. But anyways, yeah, it's awesome. And it's lagging again. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Why is my OBS going red bar?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Siri. Why is my kbps rising too much?
Do you want me to use
Yes.
ChatGPT? Here's a long answer from ChatGPT. Check important info for mistakes. Your kbps, kilobits per second, rising significantly could be due to several reasons. 1. Background applications, apps or system updates running in the background that could be using bandwidth. 2. Streaming or downloads, video streaming.
Hey Siri, how do I close?
downloads, or-
Hey Siri, how do I close background applications?
Here's how to close an app on your iPhone or iPod Touch.
Hey Siri, how do
First,
I
swipe up
close
from-
background applications on my PC?
To close background applications on your Mac, first press Option or Alt Command and ESC simultaneously. Second,
Hey Siri.
select the unresponsive.
How do I close background applications on my PC, not a Mac?
To close background applications on your Mac, first press Option or Alt Command and ESC simultaneously. Second, select the unresponsive app from the Force Quit window. And third, click Force Quit.
Where the fuck is Alt Command? Oh, let me ask you something. It's not the storage. Apps. What you mean you survived the car crash? Yeah, I got into a car crash on Saturday. I have to get started with action. Hold on. So pretty much I got into a car crash on Saturday. I came from, and it's lagging. I'm just ending any task that I shouldn't be using. Okay, looks like it's picking back up, which is good, I guess. But there's so many that are just running just because. Jesus Christ. So I was going at a reasonable speed, like 35 to 40 miles, and I went to an exit. And once I went to exit, I didn't see that the sidebar, the metal bar, whatever case you want to call that, the metal rail was on the side. 1 second I'm just drifting, and the next second I just hit, and it was a total loss. I'm in these so many tasks, it's not even funny. Stream Deck, no, Stream Deck should be there. Hold on, chat, be right back. Your car fucked up? Yes. was a total loss. I'll show you right now. So yeah, no car for me anytime soon. Damn, yeah. So since that happened, let me close this. Since that happened, now I gotta get a new car. But it's just that happens though. Gotta roll with the punches from time to time. Run from the sunlight, Dracula. Interesting. Or at least that helped, the closing task. So when did you get that car? Around 2 years ago. I didn't even drive it for a full 2 years either, which is the part that pissed me off, but it is what it is, bro. At this point, I'm already over it. I'm gonna sell it for parts, like the rims in the back. I'm gonna sell them, and then I'm just gonna give the car to a junkyard so they can give me some money for the metals, and then that's it. Because they're gonna get a lot of value from the engine, maybe, or whatever survived from the car accident. So I haven't even checked the hood. I don't want to. There's no point. So yeah, that's pretty much all it is with the car. I got to an accident. I'm fine. My leg is hurting today for some reason. My chest is hurting. The back of my neck is hurting, and I got this scar here, this burn scar. But aside from that, we're chilling. So all I could do is just be thankful that that nothing happened to me. So. But yeah, I'll probably get a car by January-ish, around that time. I'll see what's up. Probably get like a $5,000 to $10,000 car and just go with it. 'Cause I don't really care about the car I have. I just want it to have AC, good music system, and that it gets me from point A to point B without giving me too much trouble. I'm not that much of a materialistic person. So if I get an okay car or an okay car that is functioning, I don't give a fuck. I'll just go with it. All right. I'll be honest. There's not a lot of people in the chat, but fuck it. I'm not gonna focus on the views. I'm gonna focus on the content that I can make out of this. Then I can make some clips and things of that nature. All right, we're gonna be reacting to a video today. It's kind of like ore farmers, but it's more like the top 5 badasses, the 5 most badass people of all time. So we're gonna be reacting to that today. I'm gonna go from there. Yeah, yeet. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me make that a YouTube video. In 3, 2, 1, and. What is up, guys? It is your boy KTD today. Today we're gonna be live streaming the top 5 most extremely badass peoples in history. I already have the video in the background, so if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment on what type of video you'd like me to react to in the next video, or what did you like about this video, or any type of things in nature that you might know about this video that I don't know of. That being said, let's just get straight into it. Oh, mama, we lit.
Hugh Glass was a 19th century American frontiersman, famous for exploring the watershed of the upper Missouri River. What gained him the status of a national hero is an endeavor he made as a fur trapper in 1823, when he famously survived a brutal bear attack. While scouting for food along the Grand River in 1820.
First off, I know I'm pausing it. Duke, and Duke. Those are your top 5 badass peoples of all time. Duke Dennis, and Duke Dennis. Get out! You dead ass? Did you just glaze a man 5 times? This is what I gotta deal with my chat. Some of these individuals are just obsessed with Duke Dennis, and it's mainly one, but it is what it is. Let's go back into the video.
3. Hugh Glass ran into an enraged grizzly bear mother.
Are we lagging again? We're lagging again.
Shut the fuck up.
We are lagging again. Oh, we're back.
Who attacked him to defend her 2 cubs. Unable to reach his rifle as they wrestled on the ground, Glass was able to escape from her death grip and stab her with his knife while she shredded his face, chest, arm, and back with her claws.
Ain't this the Leonardo DiCaprio movie? This has to be the Leo movie, 100%.
His wounds were so gruesome that his fellow trappers simply placed a bear hide over him as a funeral shroud and left him for dead, so they could get out of the hostile territory and away from the Native Americans who had recently killed half of their crew. With pretty much anyone else, the whole horrendous story would have ended there, but not Hugh Glass. When Glass eventually regained consciousness, he set his own leg, wrapped himself in his bear hide shroud, and started crawling along the banks of the Cheyenne River. During the insane trek across country that followed, he prevented gangrene from infecting his wounded back by lying on a rotting log and allowing maggots to eat his dead flesh. He sustained himself by killing and eating rattlesnakes and crawled.
So let me get this straight.
Wounded back by lying on a rotting log and allowing maggots to eat his dead flesh. He sustained himself.
Okay, so he let maggots eat his rotten flesh
By killing and eating rattlesnakes and
he maintained pretty much nutrition in his body by killing and eating rattlesnakes. So a poisonous snake and maggots. What the hell? Bro, what?
Crawled over wounded back by lying on a rotting log and allowing maggots to eat his dead flesh.
And this is number 1. This is the first guy. He survived the bear attack. His homies left him to die. They covered him up on the animal that bodied him. On top of that, he laid down to get his booty cheeks eaten by maggots, and he ate a venomous animal. Alright, bro. Alright. He's just that guy. He's just that guy. We're living in his world. This is the first one. This is the first guy.
He sustained himself by killing and eating rattlesnakes.
Not Aura?
And crawled overland for 6 weeks until he...
Hold on. How is that not Aura? You wouldn't survive the bear attack. Much less anything else he did after that. How is that not aura?
He reached civilization,
Hold on.
maggots to eat his dead flesh. He sustained himself by killing and eating rattlesnakes and crawled
Not
overland
aura.
for 6 weeks until he reached civilization.
He crawled for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks. You know how long is that? That's a month and 2 weeks. That's the whole month of December and New Year's out the window. Just crawling. And that's not aura?
Which was baffled and impressed to see him alive. Julian Koepke is a
Bro, what in the hell is... What? What is that dude built out of? Who was his fitness trainee? He needs to drop a program. I mean, he's probably dead right now if it was in the 1920, whatever the hell's against Native Indians, but...
German zoologist, and even though she's made contributions
Julian
in her field,
what's her name?
was baffled and
Koepke?
impressed to see him alive. Julian Koepke is a German zoologist, and even though she's made contributions in her field, she's more famous for being a plane crash survivor. In the early 70s, at the age of 17, Julian was on a flight from Lima to Pucallpa with her mother when the plane was struck by lightning. Julian was the sole survivor of the plane crash, which fell a total of 2 miles from the sky. She was strapped to her seat and landed in a rainforest with injuries of a concussion, broken collarbone, a gash to her right arm, and her right eye from the sky.
Let's go back.
She was strapped to her seat and landed in a rainforest with injuries of a concussion, broken collarbone, a gash to her right arm, and her right eye swollen shut. The sweets she found while checking for survivors ended up being her only food. She followed a small stream.
By the way, survivors are the people that died with her. Well, not died with her, but the people that died in that plane.
She found while checking a gash to her right arm and her right eye swollen shut. The sweets she found while checking for survivors ended up being her only food. She followed a small stream, expecting it to lead her to civilization. After 9 sleep-deprived days spent in knee-high water with an empty stomach, Koepke finally came across a boat belonging to lumbermen who tended to her wounds and eventually got her to safety.
Okay, that wasn't that much aura. She put in with somebody the plane crash and was 9 nights. 9 sleepless nights. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's alright. Compared to Hugh Glass,
God,
that's
the
aight.
sweets she
That is
found while
badass,
checking
though.
for survivors ended up being her only food. She
That's
followed
the
a
fu-
small
that's the messed up
stream,
part.
expecting it to lead her to stomach. Koepke finally came across
She found
a
some
boat
people and
belonging
she-
to
you know, she got
lumbermen
saved.
who tended to her wounds and eventually got her to safety.
okay.
Simo Hajuha was a Finnish farmer and hunter living on the present-day border between
Simo
Finland
Hajuha.
and Russia, who joined the Finnish militia at the early age of 20. This
Oh.
seemingly average young man turned into a legendary sniper, nicknamed White Death. Hajuha was a remarkable shot who broke legendary.
That's tough. I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, in this day and age, White Death is kind of crazy, but for what it is,
Sniper, nicknamed White Death. Hajuha was a remarkable shot who broke all known records. During a 100-day period, he managed to kill 500 soldiers of the Red Army, reaching...
so in a 100-day period, 500 from the army. So how much was he killing per day? Like 5? That was just luck. What for Julian Koepke? Yeah, that was unlucky and lucky at the same time. But killing 5 dudes, sniping 5 dudes every
a
day.
remarkable number of 5 successful hits per day. Hajuha operated during the very few daily hours of sunlight, in white camouflage, in temperatures between -40 and -20 degrees Celsius. This
-40 and 20 degrees Celsius? -20 and 40 degrees Celsius. Bro, I've witnessed maybe 1 or 2 winters that were negative in New York, and they were like -3. -20 and -40? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. -20 and -40 is crazy. -20 and -40 is crazy. -20 and -40 is wild. Those are insane numbers, bro. -20 and
Soviets put his murder as a priority and attempted to kill him with counter-snipers and artillery strikes, but failed repeatedly. In March 1940, Hauha was finally hit. An explosive bullet hit him in the lower left jaw and took off half of his face. Still, Hauha didn't die. Remarkably, he pulled through and lived to see the end of the fighting. Even though the bullet had crushed his jaw and blew off his left cheek, Hauha managed to make a full recovery. Shavash Karapetyan is a 17.
So he pretty much was badass in the sense that he was dropping dudes, and he got tagged once, and he survived to tell a tale.
Time world champion Soviet Armenian swimmer. Although a prominent name in the obscure underwater sport, Karapetyan is actually best known for the incident which made him retire. In 1976, while training with his brother alongside a lake, Karapetyan witnessed a trolleybus crash with 92 passengers inside. The trolleybus fell in 1976 while training with his brother alongside a lake. Karapetyan witnessed a trolleybus crash with 92 passengers inside. The trolleybus fell from a dam wall and splashed at the bottom of a 10-meter deep reservoir. Karapetyan ran to the rescue and single-handedly rescued 20 people from the sinking bus. Karapetyan managed to break into the trolleybus and, with barely any visibility and very little time, pull 20 passengers up to safety. Unfortunately, the combined effect of cold water and the multiple wounds he received led to him falling into a 45-day coma. He awoke a hero, but never managed to recover completely. His heroics sadly ended his career, but saved many lives. Karapetyan repeated his heroism 10 years later when he rescued people trapped in a burning building, which made him become a household name. Roy Benavidez was a former—
See, that's badass. He saved 20 people from a trolley. I mean, the other 72. You know what I'm saying? The other 72 it was cooked. But at least those 20, they gotta be grateful that they're alive still.
Into a 45-day
and then the burning
coma.
And then the
he
burning
awoke a
people?
hero, but never managed to recover completely. His heroics sadly ended his career, but saved many lives. Karapetyan repeated his heroism 10 years later when he rescued people trapped in a burning building, which made him become a household name.
How many in the burning?
Trapped in a burning— Karapetyan repeated his heroism 10 years later when he rescued people trapped in a burning building. He was a former member of the United States Army Special Forces.
Roy Benavidez.
Roy Benavidez was a former member of the United States Army Special Forces who was awarded the Medal of Honor for his actions in Vietnam. He is best known for surviving the impossible. He went to save his comrades who were outnumbered. The helicopter couldn't land because of the intense small arms fire, so he jumped from the hovering helicopter around 30 to 50 feet in the air. He then had to run 75 meters to his comrades, where—
I'm sorry, how much?
In the air. He then had to run 75 meters to his comrades, where he was shot in the leg, face, and head on the way. Once he got—
Shot in the leg, face, and head.
To his comrades, where he was shot in the leg, face, and head on the way. Once he got there, he started rescuing his squad mates, and while he was doing so, got shot in the gut and took a grenade to the back. After all of this, he was miraculously still mobile and still going, rescuing his squad mates, leg, face, and head on the way.
So he has 3 bullets.
He started rescuing his squad mates, and while he was doing so, got shot in the gut and took a grenade to the back. After all of this, he was miraculously still mobile and still going. Roy then found out the helicopter he previously jumped from had crashed, so he went and rescued the wounded pilot from the wreckage and proceeded to call in airstrikes and call for another—
Stop. There's too much happening. How is he still alive, bro? This guy makes Hugh Glass look like a bitch. He makes everybody in this list look like a bitch.
Possible. He went to save his comrades who were outnumbered. The helicopter couldn't land because of the intense small arms
and he
fire.
dropped 50
he
feet.
Jumped from the hovering helicopter around 30 to 50 feet in the air. He then had—
What is this guy made of? I need this guy to pull up to the Cell games next time Perfect Cell has a tournament and box him, because he clearly is not gonna lose. This guy has too much plot armor, gang. This is one of the people that got too much plot armor. If if his compensation isn't a worldwide, I don't know what the hell, he better have 3 houses, 10 cars, 4 Purple Hearts of Honor, and like 10 milli sent to his house directly. 10 mil bags. If not, we're gonna have a problem.
To run 75 meters to his comrades, where he was shot in the leg, face, and head on the way. Once he got
Leg,
there,
face,
he
and
started
head. So he got
rescuing his
2
squad
shots.
mates, and while
One
he
here,
was doing
one
so,
here,
got shot
and
in
in
the
his
gut
leg.
and took a grenade to the back. After all
Gut
of
and
this,
grenade
he
in
was
the back.
miraculously still mobile and still going. Roy then found out the helicopter he previously jumped
What
from had
adrenaline was he
crashed,
on?
so he went and rescued the wounded pilot from the wreckage and proceeded
the
to
pilot
call in
is a bitch.
airstrikes and call for another rescue attempt. He was shot in the thigh a couple more times, and on his trip to the backup rescue chopper, he was beaten and stabbed by an enemy, who he then killed in hand-to-hand combat.
The guy that tried killing him said, hold on guys,
I got this.
and found out he messed with the wrong guy. Roy Benavidez. Bro, what is this guy made of?
The wounded pilot from the wreckage and proceeded to call in airstrikes and call for another rescue attempt. He was shot in the thigh a couple more times, and on his trip to the backup rescue chopper, he was beaten and stabbed by an enemy, who he then killed in hand-to-hand combat.
he then
Once he
killed the guy that
finally
beat him.
made it back to the chopper, he then allowed his comrades to pull him in. When they arrived back to the base, he was pronounced dead and put into a body bag. As they were zipping up the body bag, he had only the strength to spit to let them know he was still.
I'm done. This guy is fucking.
What the hell? Oh my God.
I'm done. What do you mean? What do you mean? He only has strength to spit before they close his zipper. Like, what kind of fake?
Pull him in. When they arrived back to the base, he was pronounced dead and
So he pulled a Zorro. He pulled a Zorro after the King fight. That's what you're telling me. He pulled a Zorro after the King fight. The Grim Reaper was about to body him, and he told the Grim Reaper, nah, it's not my time. Go fuck yourself. I'm just gonna keep it pushing. Bet, say less.
put into a body bag. As
beat
they were
death.
zipping up the body bag,
He beat death.
had only the strength to spit to let them know he was still alive. He survived these wounds and received the Medal of Honor.
That's all he got. That is all he got. He did all of that just to get a Medal of Honor. A Medal of Honor. One singular medal for saving like 10 individuals that weren't even. He managed to beat that guy. Right? And then on top of that, hold on. And then on top of that, he was pronounced dead. I think I missed something because he did everything. He was he saved the guy from the chopper. He was pronounced dead, and after that, he was about to die. And before they zip up his body bag, he has a little bit of strength to spit. And you give him a Purple Heart. A Purple Heart. Yeah, nah, bro. This video came out 10 years ago. When Roy jumped from the chopper, his giant fucking balls must have cushioned the landing. Hugh Glass made Clint Eastwood look like one of those kids from One Direction. Are you sure that the last guy isn't from Call of Duty? It sounds like he is. Here from Sideman Reacts, the last one is hilarious. I got a paper cut last week and only cried for 30 minutes. I went onto the Disney website without my parents' permission. Man, I stubbed my little toe today and only cried for 15 minutes. Benavidez is as close as you'll get to a real life superhero. Respect to you, sir, and for your services. 1986, I was going through the Special Forces qualification courses. I became a 18D, an SF, Marine Sergeant, MSG. But MSG Benavidez was one in San Antonio at the time for SF. And at dinner, I was fortunate to be able to sit with him at the same table. He was a badass, but also a very humble, funny man. He hit me. He hit on my date. Hey, bro. To be honest, he could hit on any shorty at this point, cause there's no way. Don't worry, he got a pat in the back too. Why he have World War background? Lost. Oh no, bro. Holy shit, the last guy is immortal. The last guy made me realize that merely having a penis doesn't make me a man. That's just not human. Normal people don't do things like that. When I was 6, my dog took a shit in my Lego city. That's stupid. Roy Benavides, save the body bag for someone that needs it. I'm done. I'm not done kicking ass yet. Probably, bro. Like that was 7 years ago. I see hidden messages, counter snipes, and artillery strikes. Are you forgetting someone? Who? Mushishima Nozomu. They're forgetting me. I killed myself and lived to tell the tale. Bro, be deaf in hand-to-hand combat. I think this is a shout out to the Sidemen video. This is insane. First and last were the best. Why do you got to eat like these guys? Hearing the Vietnam story lets you imagine what kind of hell it was. Insane. The last one, he beat deaf in hand-to-hand combat. Cut myself shaving this morning. Didn't shed a single tear. 5 most badass people of all time. Someone fucked up and they put the video together because Roy Benavides is obviously a god, not a person. Like, how? Who is this guy? Roy Benavides, wherever you are, my hat's off to you, cause anyways, that's the YouTube video for today. I'll be doing another one next time. Take care and peace, YouTube. That was the YouTube video, cause Jesus Christ, bro. How did he survive all of that? Okay, it is lagging horribly. Why is it lagging that bad? What's going on? What's going on? Task manager. Is there anything else I could close that's ruining my shit? Okay, looks like we're back. Bro, what in the hell? Alright, we're doing some Clash Royale. Checking this new update and see how it goes for us. Something smells like it's burning. It's not this. World War background, I'm lost. It was the top 5 badasses in the world. Delayed 34 seconds. Hold on, let me